Hey everybody, welcome back to another Mead Monday on the Mead Masters Guild. I'm here with my good buddy again, Scott, our buddy Mike.
Hey.
And in the spirit of it now being officially spring, we are drinking spring mead. Stay tuned. All right, let's get into it. So this week we're doing a tasting of spring mead by Grey Owl Meadery from Alder Flats, Alberta. Now a little bit about this mead as well is it won the 2017 Alberta Best in Class. It also won the bronze of the 2018 All-Canadian Wine Championships. So a little bit behind it, and they've done really good work there. Also, being it's spring mead, they also do it with their wildflower honey, as the meadery sits at the foothills of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. So a lot of mountain flowers, mountain clover, and things like that that come in early spring is what they use this honey off of. But let's get into it, boys. Now, simply even because the honey is a spring honey, it is still a traditional style mead. It's just that a lot of the flavor and aroma comes from the time the honey was collected by the bees, you know, the flowers and things like that that were in season at the time of them collecting it.
It's got a very, very slight natural carbonation still.
A little, yeah, a lot akin to like a white wine, like a typical kind of like a Moscato, if you will. Does have that very floral kind of clover smell to it in the beginning.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got quite a floral scent. So the nice thing about the spring meads is you can definitely tell the general type of flowers that were in the area when the bees were collecting the honey. Yeah.
And it's not really sweet. I mean, it's not even sweet like a Moscato. I'd say it's like a Riesling. Like a Riesling, like an off-dry, not overly sweet.
Yeah.
Again, like, so if you're a wine drinker, something like this, yeah, again, would be like a Riesling or something like that. Probably be a lot for your palate.
Yeah.
I see, like that would go against, or go well with some cheeses, kind of like a Gouda, something like that.
Yeah, I'd pair this with like a charcuterie type platter with a selection of meats and cheeses.
Yeah, like a cold cuts platter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like those Polish sausages, kind of like the dried ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know so much that I would serve it with hot meats though. No. It does seem kind of more like it would go better with a cold platter.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, like a chartreuse platter, kind of some artisan cheeses and some meats. Like I said, a nice dry like Polish sausage.
Oh yeah,
that'd be excellent.
And nice crisp fresh vegetables too.
Again, yeah, the vegetable platter, like we talked about last time. And it's got that, even though it's the off dry, it's like the dryness doesn't hit you hard. It's still very floral and light.
No, it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't settle in the back of your throat. So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera though, but like I said, a little bit of carbonation, like I said, akin to like an off dry kind of wine.
It does have a very slight bitters aftertaste, whereas a lot of meads are more of a sweeter aftertaste. This is more like a white wine in the sense that it is a bit drier, and it does have a very slight bitters just at the back of the throat.
Yeah, but it also seems like so usually you have that sweetness with the honey for me taking the end, but it's almost like it replaced the sweetness of the honey flavoring almost with the flower, like the wildflowers. It kind of it's got that very floral essence that kind of goes through it, and just it's kind of
like wildflower salads always have a slightly more bitter taste than just regular garden salad.
Yeah, and it's like when you eating up, you get like all the oils that mix up, and it's kind of like in here as well.
Yeah, well, you can taste the tannins. That are in the natural florals.
Yeah, and even the legs like that bad, like seeing it dripping through kind of on our lights off to the side, like it's not even that thick that it stays around very long. It runs pretty good, so it's not. It doesn't feel really heavy either.
No, it's not super sticky like a really super sweet mead.
Or like a heavy dry red or something like that.
No, it's got a nice walk to it.
No, it's really good. No, Caleb, who's the mead master over in Grey Owl there, I know he's done some real traveling. I know he likes a lot of his meads to be on the off-dry sense, but this is really good. Like I said, very floral, very light. And like I said, the dryness doesn't hit hard. It's kind of nice and drawn out.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. But as always, as we always do here on the Mead Masters Guild, to do it proper tasting on mead, we have to drink it out of horns. And yes, Mike does have the biggest horn. All right.
Just a tip.
just give him the tip.
Just a tip. Just to see how it feels.
Just a little wet for the whistle.
And here.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
And well, yours is cute too.
It's not the size of the horn that counts, it's how it's used. All right, gentlemen, skål.
Skål.
Cool.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Is definitely a mead for warmer days, for patios, for enjoying the sun. And now that the green is actually coming back to the trees and the lawns and everything, it's going to be quite delightful, I think.
I think they chose a good name calling it a spring mead, just for that very reason. It does bring to mind, that everything's coming back to green. Just that nice airy flavor kind of encourages you to want to get out in the sun.
Yeah,
Go outside and do things.
Oh, absolutely. It's like that first, like I said, that everything's coming out. It gets you out. I mean, like I said, the name is proper. It's now spring here in Alberta. A lot of green come back. Old Man Winter's hopefully packed up his stuff and taken off for the rest of the year.
I don't think he knows about second winter.
No, there's no second winter. It's been canceled this year.
We're already on third winter.
But yeah, no, like it's the whole thing just screams of, those warm spring days coming back from winter. Like I said, the greenery coming to the mountains and again, and just this is right. And the first barbecue, like I said, chartreuse. Eating on the patio for the first time because you're not freezing. Charcuterie, sorry.
Like a butcher's platter is basically what I'm talking about.
Sorry,
Plowman's lunch.
I'm not sure I would go with this for the first barbecue. Like I was saying, this seems to me more like a cold cuts.
Yeah.
Cold cuts or like a chicken over salad of some sort.
Yeah, chicken over salad would go nicely with this.
Actually be really good. Like, because this coming from the foothills and the Rockies, going out there and picking, like you said, a lot of edible flowers, having you can make a grilled chicken with a salad there. Oh,
well, you can make a natural flowers vinaigrette for the salad.
Yes,
and that would go beautifully with this.
Yes. Also, was looking a little bit at this. If you ever actually, for any of those out there that enjoy cooking with wine, like white wines, if you're doing like shellfish or anything like that, a traditional style mead can be used absolutely in turn of a white wine. And if you want even like a little sweeter profile because you've got that honey to it, like a shellfish, you can cut down on the saltiness a little bit with the sweetness and kind of balance it out a little bit. Go with the traditional style mead. You can't go wrong for shellfish.
Or if you want to punch up some of the sweetness of say a salmon, for instance. You want to do like cedar plank salmon. You want to marinate beforehand or something like that.
A cedar plank salmon with a wild rose flower vinaigrette. Mm-hmm. That would just be beautiful in with the light salad mixed with that.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want, saute some mussels and clams and such, and put this in, flame it off at the end.
Yeah, use this with a little bit of zested orange and lime on the cedar plank. That would be a beautiful, beautiful sauce.
What would you think about using this to poach something like a whitefish? Something that'll. It doesn't have that strong fishy flavor, and the white will kind of absorb a lot of that honey flavor, that floral flavor, kind of.
It would definitely work with that, and same with tilapia. Some whitefish.
Yeah, this would be very nice with tilapia.
Tilapia, whitefish, goldeye. I know that's what I'm looking at fishing for this year. Yeah, definitely is goldeye and whitefish.
Yeah, no, that would be really nice cooking it with that.
Mm-hmm. But no, again, Grey Owl. I've tried some of the meads before, but this is the first time doing a recorded one. But their meads are all excellent. Again, they do like to go to the off dry side, but none of them have ever been a disappointment. They're all excellent, and their spring mead is no exception. It's amazing.
I've been surprised with them all the time. Every type I've tried, from their piment to the Saskatoon berry one, and yeah, bravo to all of them.
Well, this is my first experience with Grey Owl, and I'm happy with it.
No, but we will definitely be having them back on for our tastings as well. But to wrap it up here, if you like us, be sure to comment if you consider using mead in your cooking as opposed to like a white wine or even a red wine for some we'll have coming on later in the week.
Send us some ideas.
Yeah, send us some ideas of what you would like for cooking as well. Also, go and check out Grey Owl's website as well. We'll leave a link in the description below. And our social media, so you can follow us on Instagram and the Facebook group. Come by, say hi. And as always, we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Same.